Welcome to the Digital Basics Value Proposition segment. We are going to talk today about the value that our digital marketing has for our customers. And this is a great conversation to have because our digital marketing is value add to all of our print customers. Our goal as of today is to not sell our platform as digital only. We best serve our clients by giving them the 1-2 punch of the impact of direct mail plus digital marketing. So this whole conversation is all around the added value that we offer on the digital marketing side and how the two complement each other and offer some strength in a digital marketing strategy. So let's start talking about how we do talk about value with who we are. And we're going to do that by tying in the functionality and features of what we're doing with actual digital marketing fundamentals. There's a couple of different ways to start this conversation, whether someone has an existing digital marketing platform or whether they haven't created anything yet as far as digital marketing is concerned, such as a website, or maybe they have very little or very poor representation at this point. We can either help them get a start if they have very little or they know they really have to start over, or we're a great addition to what they're already doing, a great complement to help them expand their existing online presence. We could talk about this in a very simplified way about how we've simplified the use of these fundamentals. And to break down what digital marketing fundamentals are, we'll look at website, mobile, search engine optimization and search engine marketing, email marketing, and social media marketing. Starting with website, which is the core of anyone's digital marketing foundation. So the core of what we offer with digital marketing is our microsite or a merchant page. These two terms are used synonymously. They mean the same thing. We are going to create a microsite for their business, which is a mini website within ours. So if they do not have any web presence, we can help them get a start. But if they do have an existing website, that's great because we're going to be a great place for them to promote their website by linking it in. We expand their online presence, helping them be found by more people, which are the SaveOn.com users. The site has many features, and of course we would make and need to make all of their primary business information available, their address, their phone number, any links that they do have. If they do have some online presence in the form of social media, we can link in Facebook and Twitter, and then also their website, map, locations. This is great if there are multiple locations. There's a tab to view them all, and then there's an ability to access Google Maps, whether it's a single location or multiple locations. You can find that map on Google Maps just by clicking the right tabs, and you'll be able to get directions right from our site. We have a consumer review page, so it will allow the ability for people to review their experience and hopefully convince others that they're a great place to do business. Offers, which of course are the essence of what our users are looking for, and that needs to be the best call to action that these businesses can put together. And so offers are obviously coupons, and then contests are also on the offers tab as well. And every one of our merchants or customers is entitled to run a contest, and along with having up to 10 coupons on their microsite. Those coupons do not have to be the same as in print. They can be the same plus unique and additional ones for online only, or they can completely replace what they're doing online, in the print and be completely unique. The About Us information is important to represent for a business anywhere they're represented online too. So, being able to tell the consumer what it is they do, what their credibility is, where do they do it. The microsite has photos and also the ability to put a video. Your digital downloads, anything in PDF form can be attached to a microsite. So very important for restaurants to have menus. other types of businesses that are not in that industry, any flyers or brochures can be attached. Mobile, we don't need to sell anyone on the relevancy of the mobile device. We're all using them. We never leave anywhere without our mobile phones anymore, excuse me. And an important and monumental statistic is that in 2014, mobile traffic surpassed desktop traffic. So we now have more people that are searching the internet using their mobile phones than on desktops anymore, which makes it incredibly important for a business to make sure that their information is very easy to be used on a mobile phone. So everything on SaveOn.com is easy to navigate and then easy to use and even redeemable from the mobile device. A great thing with our industry with coupons is that clipping coupons, as great as that is, and as much as still people like to do that and have that tangible coupon, how many times have we forgotten a coupon? We've clipped it wherever we keep them ordinarily. Maybe we didn't take it with us when we had the opportunity to use it. You never have to worry about forgetting your coupon again when it comes to being able to bring it up on the mobile phone and redeem it right from there. Great convenience. Search engine optimization and search engine marketing. These are very important marketing tools for a website to help drive traffic from Google. And in this particular section, we're going to talk about how do we talk about this, if we even talk about it at all. How does this relate to our program? So we have a very simplified conversation about this. One of the ways that consumers are finding us is through Google, and everyone uses Google. So that is the best place to be found. To give an explanation of what Google is, it's a reference guide. When we use Google to search it, it refers us to websites that it thinks has the most relevant information to what we are looking for. So obviously we have all used Google, and Google has become so intelligent that before you even complete your thought or your search with Google, it already is coming up with a response to it, and it's relevant and it's local. So that is exactly what Google is looking for, is websites that are going to be the most relevant thing to what we are searching for. And that's where search engine optimization comes into play. It's simply the manipulation of content within a website to help it show up organically in the Google search results as often as possible on the first page. This is very important because Google serves up such good information now, and it is all relevant to what we're looking for. Their recipe is just pretty much perfect. And people don't travel to the second page. So it is important to figure out, every company that has a website, how to get on the first page of the Google results. So we use search engine optimization to help us get referred organically when consumers are looking to save at their local businesses. People who are looking for savings, looking for coupons, in whatever their need is, we are using search engine optimization techniques to try to get SaveOn.com to be found on Google as well, so that we can get more traffic to our site. We do not optimize our customers individually. Our program should not be represented that we are giving them search engine optimization, that we're trying to get them specifically on the first page of Google, but we are trying to get traffic to our site in general, which has a trickle-down effect for everyone that's on our site. If we get more users, that means that there's more possibility for any of our customers to be found. And search engine marketing is another way to try to get on the first page of Google in the ad section. So ideally, if you have a great campaign, you're going to be coming up often in the organic section, and then your paid ad campaign is also going to have you in the ad section, which gives you the opportunity to potentially have multiple points of exposure with Google. I do have to tell you that as of today's date, and you will hear where we are with search engine optimization, search engine marketing, we have scaled back on our investment and in this area only so that we could take this year to analyze our site, work out some bugs, make sure that We have a good solid core to our digital marketing platform, and we intend in 2016 to ramp up and pick up our campaign to be driving traffic in the ways that I just explained. I am going to bounce out of here for one moment so that we can take a look at an actual example of a search engine results page with Google, and so that everybody has an understanding of what I'm talking about with paid and organic. So let's just take a look at, oh, excuse me, try that again. Okay, so I'm looking for Supermoon Buffet, and I'm not going to give it any more information than that. I happen to be in Detroit. This happens to be in Minnesota, and it already knows what I am looking for, and even though it's not local to me, this is where it is. So here are my results. We're all familiar with this, but here's very, very cool is that Savon.com is represented here as the second natural or organic listing on Google. And here we have Supermoon Buffet coupons to save on food and dining. And we've provided tremendous results to Supermoon Buffet because we have successfully kept them in the organic section, and lots of people are coming to them. So here is an illustration of us driving to our food and dining. But Supermoon Buffet has been getting a lot of exposure, so they are very specifically coming up in here. We do want to be careful, like I had stated, that we're not representing this, that we're specifically trying to optimize this customer, but through the optimization of our site as a whole and the paid ad campaign as well, some of our merchants will start coming into the results. And there is Supermoon Buffet right there. But I do want to go back to the results again just to explain the lay of the land. Since I looked for Supermoon Buffet, all we're getting is organic results right now. But if we were to be looking for restaurants, and this time it should give me something more relevant to my area, only because it's going to tell me what it thinks is relevant based on where I'm located. Now, this is a representation of local search results, and this is what Google sees should be relevant based on the location that it sees that my computer is, and then we have the organic section below. Now, if I were to try to specify my search for, let's do Mexican restaurants. Let's see what our results look like here. Okay, this is exactly what I hope to find. Now, I get a different arrangement and a different look and some additional results coming into the view that weren't here from the last one. We have our local results, and that's because Google recognizes these businesses as physical locations that it thinks are relevant, again, to where it sees my computer address is. And below this is where we have the natural results or the organic results. And then over to the right are the paid ads. So search engine marketing is the paid ad side of being represented with Google. And that's either going to be at the top, to the right, or at the bottom of the page. So they do take advantage. They're not using any ad space. There aren't any more businesses in this area that are probably paying for search engine marketing or doing an ad campaign with Google. So this gives everybody exposure that's paying right now over on the right. So just wanting to make sure that everybody got a clear understanding of, what the search engine results page can look like, what's paid and what's organic, and that there's a local section. And this should be familiar for everyone. Sometimes we don't totally understand exactly what it all means, so that's why I'm giving you an explanation. So back here, we are going to move on to email marketing. You can read all of this information. I'm going to tell you where you're going to be able to find this value proposition, but email is a great way to expand your online presence, and it can often be a very low cost way for any company to expand their online results and expand their exposure, and we're using it to their advantage in our program as well. The primary way in which it can benefit them is if they run a contest. And I really do want to encourage you to make sure that you talk about contests with each and every one of your customers, because this is a missed opportunity for them, and it won't maximize their results, or they won't have the maximum results we could provide to them if they do not capitalize on a contest. If they're running a contest, every person that enters with an email address, and it collects every email address through the duration of the contest. When the contest is over, we send out an email to everyone who participated or entered into the contest, and it announces the winner, and then it gives all of the non-winners a great offer from the business. So this could encourage additional business. Not only should we be pushing winners or a winner to them to do business with them, which hopefully that turns into lifetime, and hopefully the excitement of the contest gets them to talk about the business as well. The non-winners have an opportunity to save with them, and the better the offer, the better opportunity or the better chance that these people will take advantage of it. And if they were interested enough to sign up for their contest, they must be interested in who they are. So it is a good way to get in front of qualified people who already were interested in you to begin with. So this is a great way to use an email marketing campaign. We manage and run everything for them, and we push out information to people to potentially encourage business, which means it's a totally different possibility altogether, because we're not relying on someone coming to saveon.com and being in need of or searching for their particular business or the type of business that they're in. We're presenting their offer right to people. We also have a member newsletter, and you will become familiar with this if you're not already. Right now we send them out bi-weekly. We will be moving to weekly, and we all receive them as employees also. Since we're all members of saveon.com, we all receive the email newsletter. The email newsletter is tied to the location setting of our site, so it should be serving up relevant offers to every one of our members every time it goes out. So basically, wherever your location setting is to saveon.com, when our system is generating the newsletter, it's going to see that, and it's going to compile contests and coupons and send them to the member relevant to their location. So that is an opportunity for any of the companies that are investing with us, or any of your clients, that if they're running contests and if they are local or relevant to that member, their coupons and their contests could be represented in the newsletter as well. Another good opportunity to utilize email marketing, expand their online presence, and potentially get some additional traction this way. Social media, again, it is an area in which we know that nobody has to be sold on the relevancy of how it's being used in our society, how frequently, how engaged people are, how absorbed in the social media world. So this is another area that helps businesses expand their online presence, is by also creating space in the different social media platforms. And it's a great way to get your voice heard to people. And the way that we're tying it into our platform is that their links to the microsite or the merchant page, which we'd already talked about, are incorporated into the microsite. So it is possible that if you have an audience that really likes who you are, we could give them more likes and more followers by having that linked into the microsite. But more of what makes social media a little bit more powerful through our site is the functionality of sharing. And if any of our users decides to share one of your clients' coupons, it can be shared by Facebook and by email. So this takes and extends their offers from our site, and they could be pushed out to multiple places if it's of interest to people, and they think that it could be of interest to their friends and family as well. So the most important thing that I can possibly tell you about this is that to please talk about the value. because it is easy to talk about this as free since we don't actually have a separate charge for the digital. It is included, but it is a tremendous amount of added value. It offers an entirely different set of marketing advantages for the customer. So please express this as value, and please use this tool to help you show the value. You can find this presentation on the cloud, and that would be through Acronis for you on the iPad. And I will actually show you where that is. I don't know if it looks exactly like this for you. Excuse my desktop that needs to be cleaned up. I've been busy lately. But once you get into Acronis, you will find multiple folders, and you are wanting to go to training as the main folder. And then there is digital training, and here's where you will find it. This is the digital value proposition for sales. So this is exactly what we just went through. Should this be something, you can email this. This isn't proprietary, so you could potentially email this to your customers. You can walk them through this exact presentation if you would like to do this in the beginning to help you make sure you cover all the bases and all the opportunity. And it really does consolidate our value. You can make this in a pretty abbreviated conversation, or this could just be a reference tool to help train you to talk all these parts. However you want to use it, that is where you can find it. So I appreciate your participation for this segment of Digital Basics Training, and look forward to the next opportunity. Thank you.